Alright, listen. I know what you're thinking. What the heck? The deer is talking! No, you're just crazy. Don't worry. It's okay. I've been pretty freaking slow content-wise for a while. That's alright though. I'll but now listen up. This is gonna blow your mind. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna explode your brains. Alright, you ready? I actually make real games too. I know, it's crazy. Just stay with me, it's crazy, I know. But listen, recently I got like a spur of the moment project idea for like a game. And it's not like the craziest game idea I've had, but like I'm gonna reveal the game in a second. You got one guess to guess what the game is. Go. Wrong. It's actually an Undertale 3D battle game. You play as Frisk, a very dangerous weapon. I made the Frisk model. You got Mr. Sketchfab over here. You got the Spheres of Danger, Collarbones. I started this because there was this one Undertale Roblox game that used to have a single player mode but doesn't anymore because they got a really big quality update. And the single player mode kind of got ditched. It was like a sort of boss rush thing. You can see it here. Like fighting under swap stands. He's throwing stuff at you. Has some revolutionary dialogue right here. Sort of rudimentary visuals. I really like it though. I really liked it the little I got to play of it. So I'm trying to remake it, just for fun. You can see right here, I got a lot of stuff done. Your footsteps, you jump, you swing your dangerous weapon. You walk up to the guy, say you look stupid, you can like hit him. He like wobbles around. Go over here, jump up this. I don't think there's gonna be platforming in this game, but I guess you can jump on the enemy's head. You can see that later. Anyway, damage types. You got red damage. That's just basic with invincibility frames. Probably only for underswap stands. You got blue damage. You stand still, it doesn't do anything. You move, you take damage. You got orange damage. Walk through it. And you got KR, which took a while to make, but I did make it. You take like purple damage. It's poison. I don't think it's exactly right, but yeah, it works. You can go to 1, and it goes really down fast. There's no death sequence, it just kinda, yeah. The bones, they're sort of translucent. I forgot to mention the movement. It's like, moves like Roblox. You can go first person, you can zoom out, move the camera around. The animations were pretty easy to do. I made these too. You can do a little hop here. You can go around hopping like a frog, like a crazy frog. You can go around hopping. You can hop while you're hitting the guy. That's it for this scene, though. I actually do have a boss battle scene here. Hold on, first of all, you can see what happens here. The boss does move for a little bit. It walks up here till it's like a distance from you, and then he just kind of stands there and lets you hit him a bunch. It's pretty boring, of course. You can just kind of stand still for the whole fight. I guess that is kind of how it works in Undertale, in the original Undertale. Well, you know, this is a 3D game. And the bosses gotta defend themselves somehow. Not like Metal Gear Revengeance, where you like punching the guy a billion times while he's just tanking it. So I've made a bit of enemy movement here. The first state is like he approaches you for a bit, and then when he gets like 5 meters away, he pauses. And that's kind of like the original. I made it so that if you try to run away, he chases after you. There's also, of course, the standstill, where he just stands there forever. And there's also evade, where he goes back and you gotta like chase after him to hit him. I'll probably do that when he does like a blue bone zone attack. Like this one here. Get back here, skeleton! Get back here! I'm gonna hit you! What's great about pathfinding in this is actually you can't just back him into a wall or a corner. He actually like pathfinds along it. He's like, whoa, 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 now easy, easy, wow, whoa, now easy, easy. There's also a fourth state where he like comes really close towards you and like stares you down. This will be done for like when he charges at you with a melee attack, which I am planning for one of the attacks that he does. Speaking of attacks, you probably saw plenty of them there, but I'll showcase them a little more. How the original works, the attacks come out kind of randomly. They come out faster when he lowers on health, but he has like, he spawns some side bones around you, blue bones come from the left, white bones come from the right, and sort of go around slowly. He shoots at you for one of his attacks, I didn't put that in yet. There's another attack. He does the long side bones, he does the blue zone, and that's it. He has like 4 attacks, which is good for an easy boss. You don't want to overwhelm the player. And yes, the attacks do come out much faster as his health depletes. Although it doesn't really mean much, as all of his attacks are blue. You just stand there in the middle. But yes, he pulls from that array of 4 attacks, and he has like a little timer that starts out as like 4 seconds. And each time the timer depletes, he uses one of those attacks. You can see he uses the rush, then the zone, then the rush again, then the rush again, then the rush. Yeah, you can see it's really random. I replicated that, so use the long bone, then the long bone, then the zone, then the long bone, zone, zone, long bone, zone, zone, side bones, zone, or that's long bone. Let's turn it down to like 0.5. Let's turn it down to like 1/10 of a second. Look at him spamming all of his attacks. As you can see, he only has 3 of each attack, as to save on memory. I could make him spawn infinite, but that would be really laggy, and it would be a big lag spike every time he tries to duplicate an attack. So I just keep 3 of each attack off screen. Let's turn it down a little more. If it goes too low, it's obviously really easy. 1 second per attack. Now this is a more late stage version of the fight. Let's make him approach. Now this is what a more late stage phase of the fight would look like. Bunch of stuff everywhere. It is, however, a lot easier than it looks, since you still can kind of just stand here. Nothing really hits you. Maybe the side bones, but... And even if he did have the rush, it would still be the same. So I am going to revamp the moveset a little bit, and have him sort of pathfind relative to whichever move he uses. For example, he uses the blue bone, he immediately starts evading, since like blue bone holds you in place. So he's going to use the blue bone, then he's going to back off and try and trick you into taking damage. And you remember the rush, of course. He just pulls some bones up, launches them at you. You can see it's also sort of spread out. Like, even if it were white bones, it would still be not that hard to dodge, I don't think. But since it's blue bones, here's my interpretation of it. So again, blue bones hold you still, so why would he launch blue bones if he's not going to follow it up with like an actual attack? Because he is trying to get you, like he's like trying to capture you. So, here's my vision. I need a diagram for this. Okay, here's how it's going to happen. This is my version of the bone rush. So he pulls out a bunch of bones out of the ground, and tosses them at you. Does nothing, right? Then he immediately pulls out of this big old bone stack and charges at you. And charges at you faster than you can run. And he does like this really big wind up, and he whacks you with it. And if you get hit by it, you get launched all the way to Kansas. And then he laughs triumphantly because he's awesome and cool. Of course, it would be pretty easy to dodge since he's the easiest boss. You can see again too, as the fight progresses, he... Like, yeah, even while he's low on health, he just kind of stands there. I guess he does waddle his legs a little bit. Yeah, he doesn't really do anything while he's about to lose. I guess it does show a little bit personality-wise, like fighting to the very end, tanking hits even when you're low. And afterwards there is this, like, really sad death cutscene where he says this really heartwarming speech, and your HP becomes inf because, well, it's definitely symbolic. It's like it stands for I need friends because that's the message of Undertale or Underswap. But you know, it's just like a fun boss fight game. There, moral dilemmas are fun. There's not really a need for it here. It can just be a fun little he falls over and he loses. But anyways, back to the just standing still at low health thing. I think that once he is like really low and about to freaking explode into a million pieces, he's gonna be like, oh holy mackerel, I gotta do my evasive maneuvers, and he's gonna be like sprinting across the map as fast as he can, and you gotta like chase after him. You gotta chase him. You gotta catch him and win the match, Frisk. You gotta catch him. Don't let him get away, Frisk. You can do it. But thankfully, that is going to be a lot easier than it sounds, because I've done what no Roblox game has ever done before. I put a sprint button. You can go a little faster. Really chase after this bonehead. Get him, 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 get him. Oh, and another big thing, punch. The attack. The original one had like a really, really slow attack. It was like, then you wait, and then it's like, then you wait again, and then it's like, and you have to do that for like minutes to whittle his health down. And also the damage was like random between like 15 and 30, I think, in the original. I just made it an even 25. But anyway, still like really slow. So I made it a lot faster. And I made it so that you can just hold down the mouse button, so that you don't like destroy your mouse. You can make him run out of health again, but nothing really happens. He's dead! I killed him! But yeah, when it comes to something like this, something being like fast, an attack being like fast and snappy is always better. You never want something being sluggish or a boss's attack pattern being a slog to get through, because time really adds up. And the worst possible thing you could ever have in the history of anything is a game that's just like really boring. You can jump out of the blue zones, that's the thing in the original too. That's another thing, you don't want to just like stand there. Another thing, every attack is going to have like a distinct sound effect associated with it. Them just silently appearing. It makes sense for Roblox, but like, you know, it would be really janky otherwise if it was just silent. I almost forgot to mention a very important mechanic. You can like stand on his head and he like spins really fast. This is probably one of the most important mechanics in the entire game, honestly. Look at that, I used him like a footstool, dodged it. I don't really think there's a way of patching that out. So I'm gonna make it so that you jump on his head and it plays like a Goomba Stomp sound effect. And maybe it does like 1 damage. Maybe with the other bosses. Because like, you know, there's gonna be other bosses. Like there's Underswap Sands here. There's normal sands. That's Felsen. There's normal sands. There's Fell Sands. There's scary. There's Horror Sands. Horror Sands is like 2-phase. And then there's Dust Sands, who's like the ultimate final boss, tests everything you know. There is some more stuff. I am gonna remake all of it just for fun. This is a fun little project, but anyway, as I was saying, each boss is gonna have like a unique thing when you jump on their head. Underswap Sands, he's probably just gonna be like, ow, ow, oof, ow, quit it, stop, ow, stop that, ref, do something, ref, please, do something, ref. And normal Sands is gonna just like, sort of dodge out of the way, teleport. Fell Sands, probably gonna be more aggressive, probably gonna like, telekinesis you, toss you off. Horror Sands, do not Goomba Stomp Horror Sands. Don't even try it. And Dust Sands, he's probably just going to instantly kill you. I don't know. It shouldn't be an instant kill since it's like Easter egg, you know. Like maybe he like grabs you really aggressively, throws you all the way across the map. You slam into a wall. What's some other stuff? Oh, there's actually a lot of other stuff. So the bosses will have, like, more dialogue in their battles. More personality all around. One great way I want to show that is, like, okay, obviously this video is not going to showcase it, but when you die in this game, there's nothing. It just snap, you're back to the select screen. I think each boss, like, needs to have unique game over dialogue, because that kind of thing is just really awesome to me. Underswap Sands could be like, yes, I captured you! And you'd be like, dead in a, not dead, you'd be like unconscious in a cage or something while he's like dancing on you. Not tauntingly, just like triumphantly. Normal Sans, I guess he'd be like standing there eyes closed and he'd say something like, don't come back. Normal Sans would probably have some interesting stuff. There's Felt Sans, he would probably insult your mother or something. There's Horror Sans, he'd probably, well, Horror Sans is like food guy, so he'd probably be like, order up! And he has like the bloody axe. He has an axe, right? Yeah, he has an axe. That's his thing, he's the bloody one. It'd be raw if he had like a... I was gonna say like a hot dog, I got reminded of the... I got reminded of the stupid... Dust Sands, Dust Sands is whatever. He'd probably be really... He'd probably be really, really, really menacing. He's the final boss, he's the culmination of all the other Sandses. And his main battle theme would obviously have like motifs from the other, how many? Underswap, Undertale, Underfell, or... He'd have motifs from like the other 4 bosses, of course, because since he's the final one. And he would use some attacks from them. Underswap's Blue Bones, Normal Sands introduces KR, so he would use that. Fell Sands is... I don't know, Dust Sands would also insult your mother, and Horror Sands has like the axes. So like big scary purple axes. It has like a big finisher when he's like really low on health and you're just about to win the battle. he also does Underswap Sanders evasive maneuvers. All comes full circle. All comes full circle. Music. I already know Underswap Sanders has gotta be called Mwah plus Magnifiblitz. Santa's would be another corridor as both a sort of fourth wall thing and, you know, the original sort of a reference to the original name of the game this is based on. Fell Sands or Sands would be like a reference to the fact he doesn't get that much food. And then Dust Sands would probably just be a mix of all of them. I am gonna make all the music, of course, that's what I do. Sorry, that's not funny. That's not funny. No, it's very cool. It's not funny. It's very cool and scary when he says this. It's super scary, dude. It's really edgy and scary. It's... Hey, buddy. What's up? I remember when you refused to eat my head dog. Papyrus, this is for you. Another head dog coming up. Dude, he's so cool. He is so cool. He is so freaking cool. No one else on the planet would ever say something like that. He is just the coolest one. Let me ask you something. How can you kill a monster that's already dead? Oh god, it's so scary. Oh, he's gonna get ya, he's gonna get ya. It's the monster. It's the monster, it's the axe monster. Axe wielding maniac, oh gosh. God, he is so scary. I think this part of the battle is just like a survival. Like his HP slowly drains, you just gotta run in a circle, hope he doesn't catches you. He sells these big magic axes that like boomerang. I remember those being really tough to dodge. I don't think I could beat this one. I think I actually beat Dust Sands before I beat this one. Dust Sands got the KR. Wait, is Dust Sands the only one with KR, or... I don't think Horror has KR. Yeah, you just take like 20 damage per hit. How does Sands do? How does Sands fare in the damage department? It looks like slight health drain, but no KR. That's interesting. I don't know if I should have KR only be for Dust Sands. That would be a lot to introduce on the final boss. Like, you know, he's gonna have all this crazy stuff, gonna like pull out all the stops. And also KR. Not sure. I will figure it out when I get there. I remember when you refused to eat my head dog. Just call it a hot dog, man. Just call it a hot dog. I remember when you refused to eat my wiener. Oh, I'm done. Oh, God. Something Shakespeare. Wow. That's all I gotta say. There's stuff with Kara. Well, that's for later on. I think that's about it for now. I think I've said everything I need to. Any other stuff would be like bonus content for when I'm done with the game. That's the only thing I have in my head right now. I think next I just gotta like model... I gotta model Underswap Sands. Obviously I gotta model the area since this is clearly a prototype. Gotta make the music, dialogue, and that's about it, I think. From Mr. Blueberry over here. No, that's Mr. Sketchfab. Mr. Blueberry is Underswap Sands. Blueberry is Blueberry Sands. He is gonna throw blue bones at you because he is Blueberry Sands. That's the battle theme. That's the entire battle theme. It just loops like that. What you gonna do, Bone Guy? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Look at my maneuvers, Bone Guy. What you gonna do with this? Try and catch me, Blue Guy. What you gonna do with my maneuvers, huh? Over your head. Oh, bounce off. Beat this, Bone Guy. Beat this, Bone Guy. Don't see you moving like this, Bone Guy. How about this, huh? I'm running circles around you. Alright, anyway. Closing thoughts. Like, afterthoughts. Let me know what other projects you want to see. I do actually have this one, multi-part Sonic horror games series, where it's like a bunch of creepypasta games that Maddie plays. It's like a tiny break from Deltarune. It's actually mostly done. I got a little sidetracked doing nothing. You know, like obvious mental health reasons, but like... Look at Frisk there. Look at Frisk doing a little roundabout. Beyond that, though, I do have a couple other unfiction ideas. Like, I do have an idea for like a FNAF unfiction thing. It's like, it's not FNAF, it's like totally different. But it's like in the vein of FNAF. I guess I could do like digital circus stuff. I do like that. I've honestly just really been wanting to make more like games in general. Actual games. Maybe like make a Deltarune creepypasta game where it's like Noel.exe. She Christmases she Christmases all over the place. She spreads Christmas cheer as Noel.exe by killing everyone. I do want to make this one game where it's like Noel Test, but you're Pomni in the digital circus. But it's like Pomni entering the digital circus, and you like run around, and there's this ending for the game that I have in mind that I really want to do, and it's gonna be like really cool, and you're gonna love it. That would require me to model not only Pomni, but the entire digital circus environment, which is a lot easier said than done, I think, but I will definitely manage. And Noel Test is gonna continue as well, of course. I know I'm like adding it to the end as like an afterthought, but like I really do want to continue Noel Test because I really love it, and I really have a lot of fun making it. And I do have a pretty firm idea for how the next episode is gonna go. I will be honest, I am sort of just making it up as I go along. And many ideas for this episode were scrapped for reasons like being really emotionally unsatisfying or just too, I don't know the word for it, too something, I don't know. But as for now, I'm pretty sure that's all I gotta say. Let me know if you want more, like, sort of rambly project stuff like this. And I hope this has been pretty interesting. And I'm going to really quickly end the video before it first gets... Okay, too late. Goodbye.